Так, ну что, можно продолжить стрим. Продолжить. Довольно интересная игра, если смотреть. Так, что я уже не помню, что я делал. Я дошел до деревни. Хочу дальше. Так, стойкость. Давай блокать, короче, кинем. В принципе, все. Я так-то особо не знаю, что дальше.
We'll talk later, yeah?
Поселенец. Так. Карта. Ну, карта достаточно здесь большая, я бы сказал. То есть она реально огромная. Ну да, она просто огромная. Конкретно. Основные задания. Контакт. Компания. Так, хорошо. Мап. Мне надо сюда. Става Бальтистава. Я себе. Это... Где-то поблизости находится передовой дозор альбом. Может быть, они помогут мне, а может быть, доложат Ксако. Я могу отправиться с снаряжением и информацией в Гринет, потом найти альбом. Ага. В том случае, правда, естественно, что не придется собраться. Ну, что, в принципе, как бы пойдем, посмотрим, что там такое. А что там? Я взял молоко. Классно.
Don't try anything.
Открыть. Тут посмотрим обзоры. Вот и деревеньким.
What are you doing here? Don't try anything.
диалог. Кто такие серые воры?
Who are the hooded crows?
We are the warrior clan of the Berserkers. Our warlord Ragnar, proven in battle, worthy defender of Goliath, leads us as we stand to defend our cause from all who would oppose it, from within or without. We stand as guardians for fairness and justice, equality and order. All who wish to join the Berserkers must answer to Ragnar.
Who's Ragnar?
How can you not have heard of him? Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is the highest warlord here in Goliath. Literally, he lives up there in the ruins from the old world.
It sounds like you're expecting trouble.
Outlaws, clerics, and now the Alps starting wars, and that's before we talk about mutants. Where have you been if you don't think there's trouble in the world? But don't worry, you'll be safe here. No Albs getting past me.
Is there somewhere I can stay in Goliath?
Maybe down by the tavern or with the cultivators. Try the lower quarter. There's room there for honest men. Pay your way or work for your stay and you'll be welcome. We are the protectors of Magalan, and we welcome all free people here.
Who's in charge here?
Weren't you listening? As long as Thorold, the great pilgrim and master of all magic, is away on retreat,
Самое фиговое,
Ragnar,
то, что я
warlord of the
больше
Hooded Crows, is in charge. Warlord of warlords, mighty and just, he is an example to us all. I wouldn't go knocking on his door unless you're serious about joining us. But you might get lucky and see him in the lower quarter. He likes to keep an eye on things personally.
Right, got it.
That's why Duras sent you here? To be recruited? You better join us and not the outlaws if you want to live. Follow the laws, impress people, and Ragnar might see fit to let you become a berserker. Break the laws, and we'll break you.
So, your leader Thorold is not in the city?
No. Master Thorold, the pilgrim, glorious, great, and wise, has gone into
Давай,
retreat.
мне сейчас столько
There
бежать
he
по
seeks
сюжету
answers.
просто.
From there he will return to bring
Я и
his
карту
victory.
не знаю.
He will return as soon as his mission is successful. Until then, he has given Warlord Ragnar command of
Ну,
Goliath.
ничего страшного.
Okay, I've got it.
Ладно, давай посмотрим,
So,
нажмем.
what can I do during my stay?
Я, правда, ничего
Can you handle a
не хочу.
weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
You're short of people?
Everyone's lost people to the Albs. Workers, cultivators, warriors. They're all looking for more hands. You'll need to earn your place. But there are tasks for all hands. And the shards to pay for them.
You use shards as money?
What else are you going to use? Everyone uses Elex as money. And don't start on with trying to barter your way with raptor shit. You'll need Elexit, or decent old world scrap if you want to make a deal. I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid.
Так, ладно. Очки обучения. Может, интересно. Клирики. Так, выучить учитель клирика.
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Залом. только не восстанавливает. Да ладно. Теперь вы в любой момент можете вернуться сюда с помощью карты вашего визора. Ой-ой-ой. Что-то я не нравится. Я как упал не туда. Интересно. Так о чем? Идем тогда, получается. Так, давай хпшечку восстановим все-таки. Это нельзя собрать. Жалко. Не верю. Мне нравится. Ну, погнали. Так, ну мне по факту, короче, мне нужно стоять. Ап. Так. Джакс. У меня подозрение, что я иду вообще не в ту сторону. Да. Давай. Ёдрить гад. Мне нравится, нет? Так, почти. Остановить. Хорошо. Но все-таки мне надо. Так. Мне надо туда. Ну, теперь надо туда бежать. Ладно. Брони нет ничего. Классно. Ой-ой-ой. Стой, 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 стой. Почти понял. Сейчас я опять туда иду. Какие пидорасы. Сколько всего? Так. Давай, кошечку. Такое себе. Я понял, за эти листочки, которые, получается, я собираю, они восстанавливают хп либо ману. Мана по факту мне не нужна пока что. Это тоже неплохо. Какие-то челики. Мирный, походу.
Hello, stranger. I have the best goods that you could ever need during your travels.
Then show me what you have.
Торговцы.
Only the best for an adventurer like you.
У меня 27 сек. Продать. Можно продать. Мусор. Все остальное просто оставить. Нормально. Так, переход я нашел. Самое главное это... Метафлатом сейчас пойти так, потом я думаю прямо идти, никуда не сворачивать. Потом через речку. Там челики тоже какие-то. Надеюсь, они не агрессивны. Нет, агрессивные они. Как так? Понимаю. Понимаю. Стой.
Then show me what you have.
Only the best for an adventurer like you.
Так, ладно. Я же нажимаю бежать. Так, эти челики все равно пойдут так, значит, скорее всего, просто пойти с ними. Давайте, челики, мне приведут.
I'm watching you.
Так, там есть обход. Так, в любом случае. Короче, в любом случае нужно как-то войти. У меня сейчас нету ничего, у меня какая-то трубка. И... большой там. Не надо меня замечать. Замечать меня не надо. Так, прошел. Как будто на стенсе. Это взять тоже нельзя. Впереди что-то есть. Так, справа моб. Который, сука... Ничего нет. Где я вообще нахожусь? Нет, туда надо. Да, да? Застава альбом. Непонятно. Как непонятно? Динозавры, блядь. Контейнер закрыт. Какая-то база. Какая-то база. А впереди нет никого, жалко, что нет. Тут снайпер, блядь. Животные какие-то. Так, что такое? галлюцинации или что это? Теперь по теории мне надо идти. Сюда. Ой, прикольные здания. Кстати, там была лестница. Я что-то путаю. Ладно. Это робот. Так, мне надо туда. Получается. На робота потом посмотрим. Что-то мне подсказывает, что зря я вообще сюда пошел. Опа. Смотрим трейлер. Да в смысле, бля? Не-не-не-не-не, какое оружие, нахуй? Нормально. Начало хорошее. Нравится. Оружие, да. Ну ты достань как бы оружие, которое у тебя какая-то сраная... я даже не знаю, что это, чем это можно назвать. Палка металлическая. Даже не металлическая. Деревяшка, короче. Ну ты достань. Не-не-не, все хорошо, ты главное достань, все нормально будет. Да. Есть идея? У меня есть идея. Есть идея туда, короче, наверх забраться. Хватит моего топлива. Не хватает топлива. Хуёренько как. Так, ладно. Судя по всему. Попробуем, короче, попробуем. Срочно нужно что-то сожрать. Да. А в смысле я не могу? Да, это идет такой тема. Понимаю. Сожрем сейчас. Жираем. Жираем. Так. Наша сейчас как бы... Не знаю. Попробуем от них убежать. Хотя... Блин, чел, ну почему он такой? Валим. Блин, не получается. Нету энергии, нет ничего. Ладно, фиг с ним. Так, жопу тебе. Не проходить эту игру? Скажите мне, пожалуйста. Ладно, можно продолжать. По сюжету мне надо, как понял, убить этих челиков. По сюжету. Потому что я не понимаю, короче, но... Он порт. Ебать, его расплющило. Я так понял, что мне пока сюда не стоит. Телепортировался, да. Так, там где-то впереди бар. Это мы возьмем. Возьмем. Там где-то, наверное, наверх лучше. Вот так, попасть наверх. Это что у нас? Проверим, что ли? Интересно все. Кружка взять. Лечебное зелье. Бля, я словил джекпот. Еще топчик. Да, походу тюрьма, что ли? Ну, как я понял, да, это тюрьма. Не, ну джекпот я словил, это ништяк, в принципе. А вон есть еще одно, один выход. Это я взял. Два выхода получается у них есть. Ладно, пойдем туда. У меня и зельки есть, и все есть. Надо бы все-таки сожрать что-то. Сделать хорошее. Так, это не есть. Здоровье. Да, вон там тоже что-то прикольное. Сверху. Типа, нет, не заброшенная деревня. Не заброшенная деревня, это все та же деревня. Пещерная птица. Прикольно.
Another damned outsider. We ought to lock you up until we can ship you back to where you came from.
I'm here escaping the Alps.
Escaping them or spying for them? You should be fighting them. The only good alb is a dead alb. The clerics gave us the albs. The albs come here building their filthy converters. They foul our soil, kill our people. The only thing stopping these bastards killing every last one of the free people are the hooded crows.
Sounds like you really hate the Alps.
They won't stop until everyone is dead. It's always us berserkers who are taking losses. 10 hooded crows on the last patrol alone. All good men. Now, I'm asked to make up my ranks with outsiders?
Давай.
Teach me something.
Yes.
Набрать свои очки обучения, чтобы изучить навыки. Что там случилось? Окей. Я ничего не могу выучить. Нормально. В принципе, почему бы и нет. Надо что разобраться, да, вот посмотрим. Сесть на лавку. Сесть на качку. Смотри, что там как. Я горю! Это жертвоприношение. Элексир. Ладно, посмотрим, что наверху. Это получается вид на их деревню. Ну, довольно большая такая деревня. Или это город, или не столь важно, в общем.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Так.
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world. The only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex
Как
will
я
come
понял,
here,
холодность
and
включает
Magomed will
харизму.
be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place.
Человечность, я бы
Please,
так сказал.
be careful here. The power of
Можно
Elex.
договориться там о
Tell me,
торговле или о
who
мире
are
с
you?
человеком другим.
You've not said what you're
Довольно
doing
неплохая
here.
вещь.
Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
Такс. Ну что ж, о чем ты пытался помолвить? Попробуем.
What are you talking about?
Was it a strange sequence of events that brought you to Goliath? A disturbance, a change to your life, and now events have brought you here. You know you need to be here, but you don't yet know why, if I'm not mistaken. What brings you to me?
Давай посмотрим, что здесь на
What
борода.
goods have you got?
Sure.
Что сейчас могу продать? Кружка. 4 штуки. Я продам. Масляной. Я не стоит. В принципе, всё. Мне надо туда наверх. Дождик, что ли, пошел? Что? На улице дома в реале дождик. Тут дождик. Ключ нормально. А это все заброшено, что ли, мне кажется. Фига, это все деревня.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Давай.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Asgore was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Короче, тёлка забагалась, страла. Ну ладно.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and
Бля, баба
dust.
справа реально
But
прилечь.
the berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boards coming.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Asgore, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then there must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Do you often find clerics at Idan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just rage from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare.
You'd better get rid of that technology.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
Excellent.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
Понял. Так. Так, зуб за зуб. Подозреваю, сколько. Так, это вот это. Не снимаем. Мне надо пойти. Мне надо сначала
Stop
вот
messing
сюда,
around
да.
with that technology, will you?
Вот сюда. Нифига сколько их. Да вы прикалывались. Ладно, давай сначала исследуем вот это. Мне бы оружие хорошее, нормально. Потому что вот это оружие реально шлак. Впереди я вижу тачку. Опа. Интересно. Какой-то старый завод, то ли что-то такое. Вот, нормально. Хочу дойти, посмотреть, что я хотел. А вот это. А, ну это электроэнергия. надо вот туда. Туда и пойдем. Это было как ПП, я понял. Что это? А, это вход наверх. Довольно интересное сооружение. Забрать ничего нельзя. Блин. Блин. Так, карточка, посмотрим. Мне надо вот туда. Я приземлился, мне очень важно. Ничего нельзя взять. Мертвый чувак. Но... Эй. А впереди то ли порт, то ли что-то из этого меня набрасывает до впереди. Блять, что-то есть. Что большое нахуй. Ой-ой-ой, пол хп, это дохуя. Очень много. Ну, какой-то челик. Челики, я надеюсь, вы не агрессивные. Где-то я в этот раз сохранился.
That isn't enough. That isn't enough. That isn't enough. That isn't enough. That isn't enough.
Жареное мясо. Так, ладно. Кушай, наставник. Вот. Выполнено, что-то выполнено. Посмотрим, что у нас есть. Я надеюсь, там оружие есть. Ребятки, нет оружия. Урон 40 у меня. Не так все. Так, ладно.
That isn't enough.
Ничего приготовить нельзя такое интересное. Бежим туда. Опа. И возьмем. Мама лист. Сумка. Там что-то есть тоже. Я был здесь. Отправимся вниз. Ладно. Мне было туда пойти. Короче, надо посмотреть, что там наверху. Может, я смогу просто поверху пройти. Блин, это что-то так не хочу. У меня нормального оружия нет, ничего нету. Так, это тачка. Что у нас там такое? Опа, птичка. Так, это все очень хорошо, мне все очень нравится. Может, смогу еще что-то найти интересное. Тарелка. Ложку тоже возьмем. Почему бы и нет? Не пропадать добро. Элексит получил. Один. Так, у меня есть оружие. Талант сила, сколько нужно силы? Так, я понял. Я понял, что у меня... Ай-яй. Фо. Ай-яй. Чуть-чуть. Там есть что-то. Мне срочно нужно взять и что-то пожирать. Бля, назад, срочно назад. Я не знаю, что это такое, но... Пипец, я почти чуть ли не умер. Пары ядовитые. Ой, блин. Жопа какая. Жопа, придется обходить.
Weapon down, got it?
Капец просто. Хрень какая-то, капец. Так, бежу.
Hey, you, what are you doing? You're scaring away everything within a day's walk. You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat and attract everything that wants to make a meal of you.
I don't know these forests.
That's as plain as a horny troll in your sleeping sack. You'd better learn quick if you want to stay alive. You're scaring away the prey that is my livelihood. It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods from me.
You're a hunter?
Yeah, I found my place. This is where I belong, with nature and for nature. I want nothing to do with Goliath.
Why not?
Too much talking, too much bullshit. Out here, peace. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here? To talk?
A berserker was killed. The body was found in the forest.
The forest is a dangerous place.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Sociable just means happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit.
When were you last in the forest by Goliath?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliath cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
You didn't like Ascor.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Ascor.
Do you always hunt with a bow?
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer. I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
The berserker who was murdered was called Ascor. Did you know him?
Ascor? That asshole? Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot-bore shit. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to the raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
What do you have to trade?
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed around the world, Heart.
You seem nervous.
Yeah. Normally the only people to come out here are albs, or outlaws. Which are you?
Are you responsible for the world's heart here?
That's what you care about? The world heart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world heart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
this?
Oh, I didn't want to do it. This was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
How safe is the world's heart here?
You mean with the Albs scouting out Goliath? They don't seem to register it. The World Heart mustn't be their mission. Or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first. Or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
So, you're happy out here?
Happy? I don't know. I'm not dead. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliath. Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
Tell me, what do you know about Ascor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
How well do you know Ascor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him. People talked about him. But I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Ascor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
Do you know where they found Ascor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Ascor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Ascor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new world heart, but it never arrived.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.
Why plant the world's heart out here where it's in danger?
You don't understand much about our ways, do you?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a world heart, it extracts the Elex from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life, lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a world heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us is because of the world heart.
So where do the world hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones, the first berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on Elex rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating.
I'll take care of that thing.
That isn't enough.